please, and the microphone to you. Start that.
Coach Dan Harrelson of the Sports Times Network. We actually have you projected to win the Eastern Division primarily because of the offensive talent coming back to the Bulldogs, as well as the schedule. You have a favorable SEC conference schedule. Talk about that, and does that play into a factor for you guys?
Well, first of all, I hope you're right. What's it, Dan?
Yes, sir.
I like you, shoot. I don't think there is an easy SEC schedule, quite frankly. Everybody is pretty darn good. And I'm going into year 10. I think every team we've played has beaten us at least once throughout the time that I've been there. So I don't know if there's an opponent that we look and say, boy, that's an easy game. But I am excited about what you had mentioned, the offensive talent and the offensive experience. Now, I know we got a redshirt freshman quarterback. Aaron Murray came in as a mid-year enrollee. He's been through a spring, and then he went through our season, and then went through last spring. And he understands our system well. And you can get him in the meeting room and get him on the board and ask him anything. He'll tell you the answer. He'll get it right. And that can be exciting as a coach, but we got to be careful. I mean, Coach Bubba and myself, not to get enamored with that and expect him to be able to answer the question quite so well as he's on the field, getting chased by a bunch of 300-pound defensive linemen. So he's got to live the experience of being that quarterback, but because he's surrounded by a bunch of veterans and a bunch of guys that have really kind of surrounded him and want to see him succeed, and they want him to lead, I think we're in good shape. But we've got to be careful to go at his pace, and if we do that, we'll be okay. Special teams, Drew Butler, one of the finest punters in America. Blair Walsh, one of the better kickers in America. A lot of veteran guys back on those special teams. Defensively, we lost a bunch of interior defensive linemen, but with the new scheme that we have and the excitement that that's brought, I think we're going to get after it. We're going to play hard. We're going to play with a lot of energy. And if we could do that, if we could find a way to keep from beating ourselves, which I think we did to a certain extent last season with our turnover ratio and our penalty count, if we could find a way to keep from beating ourselves, I think we'll be a pretty good football team.